Hey guys, it's Nate here. Hey, I'm going to walk you through the homework before the call. Now, the reason that I'm giving you homework before the call is because I want to make sure that the call is all about you and your business and identifying the number one thing that's holding you back right now in your real estate investing business. Okay, so I want to take care of some of the housekeeping stuff before you jump on the call. And it's important that you go through this entire video before you jump on the call. That time that we have together, it's only 45 minutes on the phone. Our team is really, really good, and we want to make sure that we can help you get results. So you've got to go through this short video first, okay? First and foremost, what's the homework? What's this homework video all about? Well, this is what we're going to do to prepare for the call. And then the other thing that we're going to cover inside this short video is we're going to cover exactly what's included in the coaching program if you and us feel it's a mutually good fit. Okay, fair enough? Cool, so let's go ahead and go through that. Now, the other thing is that I want to make sure that on the call, we're so focused on you and your business and the number one thing holding you back that I want to make sure I answer right now what it's like to work with our team. And instead of wasting time on other things like, hey, does this stuff work? Or what's it like to work together? We can cover that stuff right now, okay? And if you do have that question, well, hey, does this stuff work? You don't even have to ask me. You don't have to ask the person on my team that you talk to. Instead, I want you to go down to the testimonials below. In fact, when you're done with this video, just scroll through the testimonials. Those folks are awesome individuals, just like yourself, I'm sure, that have gone through our training program and they put the stuff into practice and they started getting results. They started making stuff happen. They started doing real estate deals. I know that this stuff works backwards and forward because I've been at it now for 12 years. I've been able to, with my team and with our students, perfect the process across the United States and across Canada. So I know that this stuff can work for you in your real estate investing business as long as you put it into play, as long as you practice the stuff that you're learning with us and you put it out there into the marketplace, okay? Now, what do you get on the inside of the training program if we all decide that it's a good fit? First and foremost, we do 2 live coaching calls every single week. Now, we teach you all the knowledge. That's like an assumption, right? We teach you all the knowledge in advance. You'll get access to that immediately. But more important than access to the knowledge is the 2 coaching calls that are live every single week. We think of it like this. If we were to send you out into the woods with a compass and a map and said, hey, find your way out of the woods. You've never been here before, but we want you to find your way out of the woods. And you had the responsibility to get yourself out safe. That's kind of like the compass and the map is kind of like having the knowledge. Now, can you get out of the woods with the compass and the map? Yeah, you can. Might it take you some time to figure it out? Yeah, probably will. Or what if we said, you know what? We're going to drop you in the middle of the forest, but we're going to give you the compass, the map, and we're going to give you an experienced guide that's lived here for 12 years that walks the woods every single day. Which equation would you rather be in? Compass and map all by yourself, or compass, map, and experienced guide that walks the woods every single day? Which one would you rather have guiding you out of the woods? Now, it's a pretty obvious answer. It's take the guide. We feel the guide is the coaching calls. So on the coaching calls, first and foremost, you get me as your guide on at least one of those every single week. That's right. Like, I want to be there. I'm active in this real estate business. I want to be part of your real estate business too. So you're going to get me at least once a week, every single week. Okay. The other thing is that I want to invite people to the call that are going to bring value to your business. So sometimes I ask my CFO to come on to talk about financials and how to manage from a numeric perspective the business. Sometimes I ask my media buyer, who is the person that runs my Facebook ads, to come onto the call. Other times I ask my acquisitions manager to come onto the call. Whatever I feel that week our coaching students need, that's the person that I'll put on that second call each week. Okay, so you've always got me every single week, and you've always got somebody, my CFO or my media buyer, that's coming in during the term of the coaching period, okay? Now, next, the questions that get answered, these are small group sessions. I had one of my students come to me and say she actually was in a program where she was one-on-one for a while, and she wanted to switch to the group session. And I'm like, well, why would you want to do that? Like, you paid more for one-on-one. And she's like, no, I want to be in the small group because sometimes I don't even know the questions that I'm supposed to be asking, so I want to be in the small group settings. I'm like, wow, that's pretty powerful. And so we've wrapped our entire coaching program around that now. So you're going to see there's small group sessions. You'll always be able to get your question answered. Just come with your question prepared for us, and we'll get it answered by the end of the coaching call every single time. We want to make sure you've got good results and you get good answers to your questions. The other thing is that because we vet people very heavily before they can join the program, we don't get bad apples, so to speak. Because we want to make sure that the program has the right students in it too. We want to make sure that there's positive people that are helping move the group forward, and they're asking good questions and all that kind of stuff. So you can expect to see that with the questions that get answered. You can expect to see, because we've got quality people in the group, that you're learning quality things from their questions as well as your own questions. Now, the other thing is that I do at all times fully reserve the right to do a third and a fourth call each week. Not that you have to be on it, because they're recorded as well, but I want to make sure, if I feel like our group is stuck and our students are stuck somewhere, I want to make sure that I can jump in and add that third or fourth call whenever I want to. Okay, so I reserve that right. Okay, next, let's talk about the program itself. Okay, this is the direct path that I took. I literally went from 0 to being able to do 40K in a month, and then eventually built it up to the spot where we were able to break 10 million last year. And we've had months where we do at least 4 deals, and we've had other months where we do 60 deals in a month. And I want to show the path, the journey for that. So the way that this is built around, though, is first getting you to 1 deal per month, second getting you to 4 deals per month, and then from there you can scale as far as your heart desires. Okay? Now, the other thing is that we have to be very clear and get you clear on what's working in today's real estate market. I'm not talking about yesterday's. I'm not talking about 2 years ago real estate market. I'm talking about right here, right now. The world of marketing has changed drastically. Now we have social media where we can connect with our buyers and sellers. We didn't have that just 8 years ago. Well, there was a version of Facebook then, but we didn't have all the traffic that we have right now. We have 68% of Americans now on Facebook spending 35 minutes a day per user. Okay? Next. In order to prepare for the call, I want you to set aside a full 45 minutes. So during that time, during that 45 minutes, we're going to get deep inside your business. Okay. So it's important that you are not in a car, you're not in a distracted environment. And the reason for that is that we're going to give you our undivided attention during that call. It's just going to be you. We're focused on you and the number one thing that's holding you back in your business. And we ask that you give us the same undivided attention as well. So it's best to be at a desktop computer if you can, or if you can't, at least be in a quiet area where we can talk and we can get deep inside your business, okay? The next thing is that I want you to bring your business partner or your spouse, if you have one, or anyone that makes strategy decisions or financial decisions for you and your household, or you and your business, okay? The reason is that we're going deep. We're talking strategy on this call. We only do 1 call per person. So if your spouse or your business partner is part of your strategy or part of your financial decisions, then we want them there too, so that they can hear firsthand what it is, what roadblocks we see might be holding you guys back. Okay. The other thing is that if you're anything like me, like sometimes I'll hear something and then I'll try to play that telephone game and repeat it to my wife later. And the version that I give is never nearly as effective. I'm like trying to tell her and show her, and she's like, what are you talking about? It's just never the same. So it's better if we can all be together one time. If we happen to jump on the call and you've got a business partner or spouse that can't be there, then we will ask that the call is rescheduled. Because again, we only do 1 call per person on these, and we are 1 call per business or per household. And we want to make sure that we can give good strategy and give good advice, and we can all talk as a group together and get the best out of it. Sometimes your business partner or your spouse, they know things about you or your business that come out on those calls. And it's just so brilliant to see the chemistry that can happen with it. So it's very important that we've got everybody together. Okay, next, this is an important one. It's lower on the list, but it's very important. If you've got numbers inside your real estate business now, please bring them. Know your numbers. Like if it's, hey, I do 10 calls and I get 1 deal, or hey, I'm putting out direct mail and I do this much and I get this, or hey, I'm getting 1 deal every 6 months, then come tell us those numbers so that we can put them into a calculator and we can figure out what's working for you and what's not working for you, okay? Last but not least, I mentioned this one, but please review the case studies below. It's not my team's job to sell you on this program. So if you're like on the fence and you're like, hey, should I jump on this call and maybe they'll push me over? No, that's not our job. Like, we don't need to sell anybody. Our team is here to help you, okay? To help you identify the number one thing holding you back inside your real estate business. If you need convincing about the coaching program, then read the social proof below. Like the folks below, they've been through it. They lived it. They did it. They know this stuff works. And you'll see it too if you and us decide that there's a mutually good fit for the program. Okay. But the call is all about the number one thing holding you back inside your real estate business. Okay. Cool. Now, let me talk about the program a little bit more in depth. Okay. This is what you get inside the program if you decide to go, okay, or if there's a mutually good fit and we all decide to go together. This is the 400K Club. Again, modeled after getting to the point of doing one deal per month and then one deal per week. That's if you do one deal per week and you follow the training that we're talking about, our goal is to hit 400K annually, okay? So how does it work? How do you do this? Well, first off, you've got to build a really good optimize Facebook presence, okay? What do I mean by that? I'm not just talking about setting up a Facebook profile and then hoping that you get seller leads and buyer leads and private money leads coming to you. Instead, you've got to make it to the point where you're literally able to run ads out of it, where you've got a Facebook page, you've got a Facebook group if needed, you're able to go in and out of groups, you're able to navigate the entire platform so that you can actually maximize it to get sellers coming to you on a consistent basis. So we're going to help you set up an automized Facebook presence to do that. Next, we need to help you launch a behavioral responsive website. Now, it's not enough anymore just to have a website that says, hey, I buy houses, or hey, I help cash buyers get into houses. Nowhere near enough. Because what happens with internet traffic is you might have 100 people that come to your site, but only 1, maybe up to 4 maximum, leave their contact information with you. What about the other 96% that just left? They came to your site for a reason. Wouldn't you like to be able to have a conversation with them in the future? Or would you rather be in a black hole and not know anything about them? Or what about the people that watch 3 seconds of one of your videos or your ads, but they don't watch the other 27 seconds? Wouldn't you like to be able to follow up and have another conversation with them? Or what if they watch 30 seconds of a 60-second video? Well, the way that we're able to do this and have follow-up conversations with them is that we install things inside of our website and on our ads to make them behavior responsive. So if someone watches, let's just say 10 seconds of our video, but they don't finish the other 20, we can send them, we know because we track data the right way, we know that, and we can send them the right message to say, hey, I saw that you watched 10 seconds of my video, but you left early. Hey, can I help you with your selling your house? I'm the perfect buyer for you. Here's why. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Or if they come to your site and they leave your site after watching 15 seconds of a video, wouldn't it be nice to be able to say to them, hey, I saw you visited the site, but you left a little bit early. You left before I got to the good part. Here's the good part for you. Okay. These are techniques in which we can do to drive our ad costs down and our conversions up. That's what you want. Okay. Next, we want to show you how to turn your ad platform into a duplicatable lead generation machine. Okay, what does all that mean? It means this. If you try to do bandit signs, or if you try to do realtor offers right now and duplicate your efforts, let's just say you're submitting 20 offers per week with your realtor. If you wanted to get double the results, you've got to double your offers, which means you're doing double the work. You're screening a bunch of houses, you're walking all of them, you're figuring out your numbers, you're signing a bunch of contracts. Like, it's insanity. What if you tried to quadruple it or 10x it? Could you even do it? Would there be enough hours in a week to do that? Well, with every other technique I've tried in real estate, I've never been able to duplicate so fast, with the exception of using social media. If I want to duplicate the number of leads and the number of sellers that I get in a week, I literally grab my mouse, I go to my Facebook ads manager, and I press the button that says duplicate. I click it once and it duplicates. If I click it again, it'll duplicate again. If I click it again, it'll duplicate again. That's it. That's all I've got to do. The rest of my system is already set up so tight that my leads come in, they go to, I'll get to it in just a minute, but they go to this call center, and I can duplicate my efforts so fast and so easily. So it's important for you as a real estate investor to be able to duplicate your efforts without actually putting in more hours. And this is the only platform that I've found in 12 years that has given me the ability to be able to do that, social media, okay? Now, the next thing, well, let me first show you Chris. So Chris went through one of our training programs, and Chris came back and he said, hey, I'm not brand new to Facebook marketing. I've done it before in different businesses, but why I'm so blown away right now is that I put up my ads, and 12 hours later, I'm getting results. So look at this. Chris jumped in. He took action. He jumped in, and then 12 hours later, he's getting results. He woke up to his first 2 leads. He was pumped about it. Like that's how fast this stuff can happen if you get it installed properly inside your business. It doesn't have to take weeks. It doesn't even have to take days. It can take 12 hours like it did for Chris. Okay. Next, I want to teach you how to structure the stuff. I jokingly say this, I structure like Zuckerberg to automate your business. Well, it's kind of a joke, but I'm kind of serious too. We're using Zuckerberg's platform, which was built on a digital front that you can connect to other digital fronts. Okay. Could you imagine this? Imagine this, a lead comes in, you don't have to call it. Somebody else calls it automatically, and then someone else screens it. And then that someone else, they decide if it's good enough for you. And then if they decide if it's good enough for you, they schedule it on your calendar, inputting the address of the property, the person's name, all the vital detail about the seller, and they schedule it for you if it's a good lead. Could you imagine that? Okay. No more doing 30 cold calls to get one deal. How about instead, let your call center do a bunch of the automation stuff for you. Well, I've got automation tools that we're going to talk about that plug into all this stuff. But let somebody else do all the heavy lifting in the middle, so then you can just focus on the 1 out of 30 that's a really good deal. How would you like that? Okay. Or how about this? I'm building a buyer's list right now every single day with 3 to 5 new buyer leads. Sometimes even 7 buyer leads will come in a day. I'm building that list every single day right now without me having to do anything because I set up the ad once, I set up the automation once, and my buyer's list just keeps building. So then when I have a property to send out, I've got a bigger buyer's list to send it to every single time. How would you like that to be inside your business? That's an automation that you want to get installed ASAP. Next section, okay? We're going to teach you how to hire 9 team members for the price of 1. And I know that sounds like, Nate, that's too good to be true, but that's the call center. Okay, the call center literally changed everything for me. It's not just any call center. This is a call center that I've vetted, I've trained. I'm not like a partner with them or anything like that. I just happen to use them and like them. I've used a lot of call centers over the years. I'm going to teach you how to plug in with them. Or if you've got another one that you love, I'm going to teach you how to train them. Okay, because not all call centers will do both incoming calls and outgoing calls. Not all call centers have the right scripts to use to talk to sellers and talk to buyers. I've got all of that stuff included, every single script, everything that you can imagine that you need, it's already included so that you can actually hire a bunch of people at a call center for the price of 1. And how much I pay for my call center, you might ask? I pay $180 per month. If I go over my minutes, then I pay $250 per month. So it's very, very inexpensive. Here's one of our members. He said, hey, I got 2 contracts today. Boom. Okay, next one. I want to show you how to be able to use deal evaluation tools in this business so that you can do deals from anywhere. Now, I'm literally sitting right here. This is my home office in Sarasota, Florida. I do the majority of my deals in the state of Wisconsin. I've done deals in many different Midwest states. I've done deals in many different Florida cities, but I'm sitting here in Sarasota, Florida, doing deals like I've been texting back and forth with some buyers up in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. How is that possible? Well, I'll tell you how it's possible. Through the internet and through really good tools. I'm going to give you all of the tools that we use inside of our business so you can choose where to do your real estate investing. You're no longer bound to doing deals in your backyard. In fact, I was trying to do a bunch of deals here in Sarasota. I still do, but it's much harder than the system that I have set up already right now in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So I love doing all of my deals remote. It takes me way less time to do the deals, so I'm therefore more profitable per deal by doing them up in a remote area. So I'm going to show you how to do the same thing. Now, if you decide you want to do them in your backyard, that's cool too. No problem. We can help you with that as well. The same custom evaluation tools will work for that as well. Here's one of our students, Gay, and her husband, Dave. They said, hey, I closed on lead number 12. We're going to fix and flip this one. I love that. They're awesome people. Okay, the next thing that we're going to include as a bonus in this training is if you're into bigger deals like bulk deals, I like to do bigger deals too. I try to do an apartment building at least once or twice per year. Got a couple done last year. And I try to do a big package once per year, sometimes twice per year. Now, packages of houses can be anything from, let's just say 5 houses up to 80 houses. I had one package last year that was 70 something properties. Some of them were duplexes and one was a 4-unit. So it was over 80 units, but mostly single family houses that all closed one day together. It was my title company said that it was the largest transaction in Milwaukee County history that they know of as a same day closing or a same day wholesale to be that big. And I don't know, I don't have like the world record books or anything like that, but they said that it was. So it didn't happen by accident. So in this training, I want to teach you how to do bulk deals, okay? So if you're someone that's looking to do bulk deals, then I want you to go through that module specifically and go through it slow, go through it a few times so that you can pick up all the nuggets so that you can go out there and replicate these bulk deals, know how to look for them, know how to find the buyers, etc. So if you're into bigger packages and you want to see bigger deals happen instead of the smaller deals, then definitely that's the module for you, okay? Now, this is one of my favorite students. This is Mark. You can see him down below. But Mark was a person that he was already doing some deals. He was doing pretty good frequency, but he wanted to figure out how to go faster. I'm not going to play it right now because you can play it down below. But Mark was literally became the frequency king. He's the one student that I've had that's literally taken everything that I taught him and he's taken it to a whole new level. Now, I'm not taking credit for Mark's success. I helped him with some nuggets to help get him going in the right direction. Mark is a hardworking guy. No different than I'm sure you would be if you had the right knowledge on your side. But Mark literally says in this video that he went from doing a handful of deals per month to doing over 20 deals in a month. So you can hear it in his own words when you watch the testimonial video below, okay? Now, what else is included? Well, I want to make sure that you've got all of the right contracts. I'm not just giving you like internet download contracts. I'm going to give you actually the contracts that my lawyer has written for me over the years. And I've spent well over 100 grand on legal bills over the years, specifically for drafting contracts, revising contracts, getting this agreement, that agreement. I'm just giving you all of them downloadable for you. Now, I do want you to take those contracts and take them to your local real estate attorney for modifications. The reason is because every state has different laws regarding contracts and regarding real estate transactions. And I want to make sure that those contracts are tuned up for you to be state specific, okay? But I'm giving you the template. It should save you thousands of dollars in legal fees because you've already got the template. You've already got something to work off of, okay? Next, I want to show you two things that are really cool. You probably heard about this iBuyer movement. That's this companies like Open Door or OfferPad.com, or maybe you've even seen now that Zillow is buying houses. It's literally changing the landscape of wholesaling and fixing and flipping slowly but surely, okay? Now, why do I say that? And am I implying that wholesaling is going away? No, neither is fixing and flipping. There will always be those businesses. But companies like Zillow.com right now and Open Door went from 0 houses in 2014 to 2018, they did 10,000 houses. Holy cow, who grows a real estate investing business from 0 to 10,000 houses in less than 4 years? Who does that? Well, these companies do. And they're recognizing that they're getting pretty darn good at this, and they're recognizing that this is a really good market sector for them to be in. So as real estate investors, you and I have to take note of this. So I'm going to teach you the successes that I discovered going through all of their funnels. I hacked them, so to speak. I submitted properties that I had as a seller and went through the whole process. I went through and I figured out what they do well, what's not so well, how they present things to the sellers, and I'm going to show you my version of it. I took the collective knowledge from 5 different iBuyer type companies and I've condensed it into my knowledge of what works really well. They've got a few simple formulas. Sellers don't like a complicated selling process. They want it super easy. So if you can make your buying process super easy, or the process of someone selling their house to you, then guess what? You're modeling the iBuyer formula, and I'm going to give it to you as part of this training as well. The other thing is that chatbots. You probably heard that buzz. I'm going to show you my entire chatbot. I like to automate things. I don't like to have to replicate things. No different than this video right here. I could have this conversation 15 times per day, or I could have you go through a quick video, which I want to teach you how to do inside of your business so that you can automate things too, okay? ManyChat and chatbots, these are instant messages that we can program. They can be a little bot on our webpage, so then when a seller comes in, they can talk to your bot for 15 minutes each time before they ever come to you. I want to teach you how to program that, okay? We're going to help get that set up. Last thing, but not the least thing, is our private Facebook student group. Okay, this thing's pretty powerful. You'll actually see here, this image is terrible because it was a bad recording, but this is Gay and her husband Dave, incredible people, love them. What Gay said to me is that the Facebook group was actually one of the most powerful parts. She said it's been a huge for her to have success. in using this program because she was able to go in there 24/7, post stuff. There's other successful students in there kicking butt and taking names. So she absolutely loved that part. So that's part of this program as well. So that's the whole kit and caboodle. What it all boils down to is it helps you start to get automated deals for your real estate and investing business. So if this sounds like something that you really like, then go ahead, review the case studies that you see below, and we've already got your call. We've already got your call scheduled. So we'll just plan to see you on that. On the call, we're going to talk about basically the number one thing that's holding you back inside your real estate business, and then we'll talk to see if there's a good mutual fit for the coaching program. A couple of things for the coaching program. We want to make sure we get the right people in there. So we're looking for positive people that have a passion towards real estate investing and that don't want to bring like negative energy towards it. Okay. The reason why we say no to negative energy is because this group is moving forward. Like this group is doing stuff right now and we want to keep moving the group forward. So we're looking for students that have that positive energy, that have a passion for real estate investing, that want to do well with it. Anyone that's looking for the opposite or even like just a cash grab of some kind or a get rich quick program, that's not our program. Our program is building a business and building a highly effective business. Now imagine getting to the point where you're at 400 grand per year. That's a highly effective business. And if you can scale it beyond that to the levels that I was able and blessed to be able to do, to that $10 million mark in sales, that's a pretty darn effective business. So it takes work to do that. Okay. So, and then also just having an impact. That's the last thing is if you care about what you do, if you're passionate about doing real estate, the business, you're serving people, you're helping sellers sell, you're helping buyers buy. And if that impact means something to you, then we look for students like that. Like that's important to us because this is a lot bigger than just making money, much, much bigger. And the folks that come into real estate just to make money, they're usually the ones that don't really last. They burn out at some point. Instead, if you really know what you're fighting for every single day and you really know who you're trying to serve, then when a deal gets tough, you're the person that's going to push through it. You're the person that's going to make the difference and get the deal done. And that's the kind of people that we want inside this program. So if that sounds like you and everything that you've heard on this so far sounds like it's the good fit, then go forward, jump on that call. Let's help you inside your real estate business. Okay. I appreciate your time so much. I look forward to having you on the other side. If we all decide that there's a good fit, I'm so looking forward to helping you with your real estate business. If there's anything that I can do for you, reach out. Okay. Thank you much. Talk soon. Bye.